Worried about getting a loan? At Tyrone Tire and Automotive, it's buy here, pay here. For your next vehicle, go to Tyrone Tire and Automotive, TyroneAuto.com, or find them on Facebook.
Anytime is the right time for ice cream. And the ice cream window at Urban's on Main is open. It's time to walk up to the window.
Since they're telling us, I think I'll just turn this on and mute it. Yeah.
Anthem and alma mater, played by the Tyrone Golden Eagle Marching Band. Please rise.
Golden Eagles, and now both teams are just about ready to make their way out onto the field. The coaching staffs are making their way, and the officials are here. It's just a matter of, I think, both teams wanting to wait as long as they had to before they came out onto the field, Chuck.
And yes, absolutely. And Jim, I'm going to duck down and check with, excuse me, I'm going to duck down and check with the Tyrone streaming people here. We just got a couple texts that there's no audio on the Tyrone streaming, so we'll see if we can't get that fixed.
I'll batten down the hatches here while you go and take care of that. We're just a couple of minutes away from kickoff as the Bearcats and Golden Eagles have both come out onto the field. Bearcats really sporting a smaller squad, just 30 players. And the Golden Eagles, as we may have mentioned to you last week, they're sporting some good numbers this year with about 51 players. And that's definitely advantage as the game wears on. Now the Golden Eagle Marching Band will leave the field, and the team captains will be headed out to the middle of the field to decide who is kicking off. I believe in the pregame we witnessed the coin toss, so they're just going to announce what the results of that were. And I believe that Tyrone won the coin toss and has elected to kick off. That has seemed to work well for them in other contests this year when they have deferred, which means certainly that they will also be getting the ball to start the second half. And we are less than a minute away from kickoff as both teams are now on the sidelines. Neither captains have gone out to midfield yet. As far as the fans for Tyrone, pretty good numbers considering the umbrellas are out and the ponchos are in full force. And I got to say, the fans across the way for Huntington, for a team that's 1-5, they got a pretty good turnout, even in this inclement weather. Chuck, what'd you find out? Are we good?
Yep, I found out that they just now turned our audio onto their streamer.
So those folks that were worried, worry not.
And if you could send us a quick text that you sent us that there was no audio, that it's been corrected. They said they just did it, so we'd like to make sure it's taken care of.
It's nice to know that folks are that concerned that they would let us know. Very much appreciated. And as we await the captains to go out, Chuck and I had a chance to appear at Sear Funeral Home yesterday, and now they are going to hold a moment of silence for the passing of Bellwood, legendary coach John Hayes.
Thank you, and thank you, Coach Hayes.
Wonderful to see Vicky Hayes yesterday.
Yes, it was.
And good to see both of us there at the same time. I thought that was a good moment.
Yep.
And he just treated me so well when I first arrived here in Blair County at Channel 10, and had a chance to be the master of ceremonies for the team's postseason banquet for many years. What was always difficult about that, though, back then, you couldn't record Steeler games on Sundays.
Okay.
And he had it on Sunday afternoon. But one of the finest gentlemen that I have ever had a chance to know, John Hayes. And so the Golden Eagles will be kicking off from right to left to the Huntington Bearcats, who will be receiving to our left. And we are just about set to get things underway here at Gravettes Memorial Field. Week 7 of the high school football season is just a minute away.
And Jim, I did some checking here. I've been watching very closely for the last 5 years. In the first 6 games of this year, Tyrone has played 57 football games. Do you know what the record is?
I'm anxious to know.
28 wins, 29 losses. So tonight's a key game for them. They've been struggling to get back to that 500 mark. A win tonight would put them back at the 500 mark.
Excellent. Ashton Walk will be manning the offense as he has been all season long tonight. And it's certainly worth mentioning how fortunate the Golden Eagles have been in terms of player health all season long. And to get Draven Krul back to full health, a leg injury at the start of the season, and he looks like he is really back to 100%. And he's such a valuable weapon for the Golden Eagles, both offensively and defensively. But when it comes to Ashton Walk's ability to throw the football, I suspect, would you think, that that may not be something that you see the Golden Eagles do a lot of tonight if they can control the offensive line and run the football with Brady Ronin and Seth Hoover.
And take what Huntington gives them, and then maybe once in a while just throw them. But I don't see them going deep, although it's not raining as hard, but maybe hit the flats or tight end delays and things like that.
Rocky Romani puts his right leg into it. Back inside the 5, dropped by the return man at the 3, up over the 15, 20, 25, and out to the 30-yard line. So Romani's kick goes deep, but he outkicked the coverage, allowing the return man for Huntington, and that was Kyler Garner with the return. Out to they're going to mark him down at the 31, between the hashes, going from left to right. Golden Eagle football underway with week 7, and the Huntington Bearcats will have their first possession of the football.
Clayton Moore on the stop for Tyrone there.
I formation. Eric Mycutt under center. And they're going to look to throw. And it's going to be intercepted at the 45-40. He's got blockers. He's got the 30. He's got the 20. He's got the 10. The 5. He is short of the end zone. Good hustle there by the defense on offense for the Huntington Bearcats as Woomer returns at 44 yards to the 1-yard line. The Golden Eagles with a big break coming up with the INT, and their offense will go out on the field with a chance to turn the INT into points.
And, Jim, that was the quarterback was hit just as he was getting ready to throw the ball, and that resulted in that duck going up. And, boy, did he have
one of the easiest
blockers.
interceptions. Woo. And I'm surprised he didn't get to the end zone.
Surprised, too.
So the up back on the I is Lucas Walk. The deep back is Ronin from the 1. Ronin. Is he in? Touchdown.
And that was an unbalanced line. I haven't seen Tyrone do that before. They only had one man, a tackle over there. Everyone else was lined up on the right side. And, boy, that really, Huntington didn't make any adjustment whatsoever.
28 seconds into the first quarter, and Tyrone capitalizes on the interception by Mycutt, returned by Eli Woomer to the Bearcats 1-yard line. So on 1st and goal from the 1, Ronin punches it in. Rocky Romani awaits the snap and the hold. The kick is up, and it is through. 7-0 Golden Eagles on top of the Huntington Bearcats. We're not even a minute into the ball game.
And that is something that the Bearcats from Huntington do not want to do. They don't want to have to try to play catch-up because their offense just isn't explosive enough to play catch-up football.
And I would question the decision on first down, first play from the game. You're throwing the football in this weather. So, Golden Eagles will be kicking off.
And Jim, we
very much like last week, only 180 degrees because the INT return pick 6 on the first play by Ashton Walk put them in a hole.
Exactly. And we did receive word from Chris Wilson out in Los Angeles that two things. Number one, the sound is good.
Excellent.
It's great. And he's going to let us know if for some reason it gets the sound gets a little bit following the plays, but hopefully that won't happen. And also, it's 97 degrees out there, so enjoy that, Chris.
I had an event on the mountain at Seven Springs this morning I had to go to, and it was not 97 degrees there today, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Romani has the ball on the tee, and he waits the official's whistle. He's got it.
Boy, that was a nice return of the opening kickoff, too. They had nice field position there. Another
deep kick to Garner at the 3, up over the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, out to the 30, and once again, a good return by Kyler Garner out to about the 32-yard line. The Bearcats will take over from there, 1st and 10, but they're trailing now by a score 7-0. Alongside Chuck Banas, I'm Jim Gregory. Thank you very much for joining us for this Week 7 tilt from Gray Vets Memorial Field, a very wet and soggy Gray Vets Field.
And boy, that punt returner, he gets a head of steam up, and boy, he's flying. He has a lot of power when he's running.
They'll go with the I. The up back is Lincoln Miller. Mike Hutt under center. And they're going to try to go to the just off tackle with Mike Hutt holding on to the football, but he is tackled down hard. I believe Ronin may have wrapped him up there for about a gain of 2.
Number 67 right there on the right tackle there for Tyrone.
Yeah, Richard Rawlings.
Richard Rawlings, right? He's
a former player of the game.
He bear hugged him.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
2nd and 8 from the 34. Same formation with the I. Mike Hutt under center. And they're going to give to the deep man. A gain of a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the carry there by Ashton Steele.
Nice play there by the Tyrone linebacker, number 5, Lucas Walk. Came right in, clogged a hole. Good tackle. 3rd and 5.
Bearcats out of the huddle. The ball on the far side, hash mark going from left to right. 3 receivers in formation. 2 backs in the backfield, out of the I. Mike Hutt under center. The junior quarterback. The Golden Eagles showing blitz. They think this might be a passing down. That it is. And the pass over the middle is incomplete. And a flag is down, and it's going to be an illegal man downfield call against the Bearcats, which I would assume is going to be declined. And it should force a punting situation for the Bearcats, who find themselves down quickly 7-0 on a Brady Ronin 1-yard touchdown run, but a 44-yard return on the INT by Eli Woomer.
Jim, here's an interesting matchup to watch here tonight. Ashton Walk from Tyrone is playing man for man on the wideout for the Bearcats, and that's Tyler Long, who's a senior, and he's 6. They say he's 6'2", but he looks like he's more like 6'3", 6'4". He's got a height advantage there on Ashton. So let's watch that as it progresses through the evening.
All right. Woomer back deep to receive the punt. Coming from Steele. High kick. Not great distance. And Cruel will make the fair catch at the 34 of the Golden Eagles. They'll take over from there. 1st and 10, just outside the 35-yard line, actually.
And Scott Meredith just let us know that he's listening from Grand Teton National Park.
Again?
He locked his keys in his car last week.
Couldn't get home.
He hasn't been able to move it since. Have fun out there, Scott. Enjoy the game.
All right, Golden Eagles with their first possession after the turnover on downs. And they're going to go to Ronin. Falls ahead for about 5. Braden Ewing just completely collapsed that left side of the defensive line of the Bearcats. Coming up with that tackle was Bryson Buzel, but he was 5 yards downfield. Ronin with a good hard run on first down, Chuck.
Absolutely.
Say it's a gain of 4, by the way, not 5.
Ronan's been running hard the last 3 weeks, so he's been having some injury problems, but he's back full steam.
They give it back to Ronin. He's at the 45-50, 45-40.
Oh.
Flag thrown behind the play. He's going to go the distance, but there is a flag down, and I believe it's going to have to come back. That just opened up like the... oh, no. They're calling a face mask. It's a touchdown for the Golden Eagles. Brady Ronin, 62 yards.
62 yards, touchdown carry by Brady.
The flag behind the play, usually you're expecting a hold.
Right.
What a big play by Brady Ronin and the Golden Eagles, who put up their second touchdown of the night with the extra point upcoming. The officials are huddling here at about the 15-yard line. Let's see what they want to figure out here.
And Jim, Brady Ronin has 68 yards on 3 carries. That's a pretty good average.
It is. So the face mask penalty is declined. And to the young woman who's coming up the bleachers here in front of us, covering up her French fries in this driving rainstorm. Oh, the extra point is blocked. That's the first block we've seen of a Ronin extra point. I think there was one earlier this year. Not happening very often, but that will keep the Golden Eagles on top 13-0. We are just 9:08 in to the first quarter here at Gray-Vets Memorial Field.
And there's no question about it.
Ronin wasn't touched.
No.
Not even at line of scrimmage he wasn't touched.
And that was a simple dive play. I mean, it was just right off guard, and he was gone. And he has really deceptive speed, too, because when he got out there, he ran away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody held their breath about the 20-yard line, though, because one of the Tyrone receivers made a block, which was, they were at the 20, and Ronin was at about the 4.
So one of those blocks really not necessary.
No, and it was on the side, but at least he had his head in front. So that would have been they're taking on the kickoff. I would imagine Romani, who's just had his kick blocked, is going to alleviate some of that frustration and put this kick into the end zone.
So the Bearcats will bring their players on the return team closer to the 35-yard line, with this kick coming from the Huntington 45-yard line after the penalty.
Zach Decoya and Zyla, Savannah, Georgia, listening tonight.
And he's just going to kick it into the end zone, a whistle and a flag, and it looks like offsides against the Golden Eagles on the kick. So they'll have to do it again. They'll move it back to midfield. Somebody just a little too anxious.
He still had the leg to put that in the back of the end zone, so 5 yards was not going to make that big a difference. He should still be able to put it halfway into the end zone.
A little bit surprised he wouldn't try an onside kick, get the ball back, and good field position if you do. 13-0, Tyrone leading the Bearcats of Huntington. 9:08 left, first quarter. Alongside Chuck Bannis, Jim Gregory, thank you very much for tuning in, and hope you're enjoying the stream as well from Eagle Eye Television.
And some of the rain has let up. It's still misting and slightly, but not like it was pouring before, Jim.
This time he squibs it along the ground, taking it to 15. No, fumbled there, finally picked up at the 18, up over the 20, 25 to the 28-yard line. And on the return, Tyler Long, he had trouble corralling that football. So now the Huntington Bearcats are back out on the field offensively, and it has not been a good start for the Bearcats in their bright red pants, white jerseys, dark helmets. The Golden Eagles in their white pants, their home jerseys, and the white helmets. Bearcats quickly out of the huddle. Here we go.
Jim, you look at that Huntington front. They have a big front. That front four's got some size.
Everybody's tight to the formation. Single receiver top side. Out of the eye, man in motion, coming from left to right. And they're going to run it this way for no gain. may have lost half a yard. That steal on the carry brings up 2nd and 10.
And on the stop for the Tyrone Golden Eagles was number 76. And, of course, that is John Stanton, sophomore.
Bearcats come up to the line of scrimmage, facing 2nd and long. Mike cut under center. Looks over the Tyrone defense. He's going to look to throw. Rolling left. The lefty now is going to tuck it, and he's not going to get much. Give him 4 or 5. Nobody was open downfield. And so I think Weaver had the tackle there, Coach.
Andrew Weaver did have the tackle. He was looking, his hands up, looking for a hold there, but they're going to bring up a 3rd and about 6, Jim.
It's a long 6. Yep, You're right. The about 33-yard line of the Bearcats.
Even despite being held, he still was able to close quickly and hold that to a 4-yard gain.
Micah needs 7. He's going to keep it, and he's not going to get anywhere. Not even a yard on that play. It's going to bring up a 4th down and a punting situation for the Bearcats. 4th and 6 from their own 33-yard line. Golden Eagle defense.
Andrew Weaver once again hit him first and brought him down.
High snap. Cruel. Not going to be able to make a play on it. And it takes a Bearcat bounce from the 30 back just beyond the 20-yard line. So the Golden Eagle defense will come out onto the field leading 13-0. 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line.
And let's thank some of our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, Premier Pest Control. Our presenting sponsor, Tyrone Tire and Auto. Broadcast booth sponsor, Snare and Associates. And our true regular sponsors that are with us all the time, Varilla Real Estate, Irwin's on Main, Billy Joe Friday Agency, Eric Reeder Electric, Community Pharmacy, the Student Bookstore, and Mag Industries. Jim?
Golden Eagles right to the line of scrimmage. Ashton Walk under center from the eye. Weaver in motion goes to the slot, and they're going to keep it with Ronin. The Bearcats are going to come up and bring him down. Probably didn't get much there. I'm going to say nothing. That's called a gain.
No gain.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that time that play to the other side there, it was a quick trap. It did not materialize there.
And the rain, while still visible in the lights here at Gravettes, it is not pounding quite as much. But the Golden Eagles have definitely been able to pound the rock here. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Back to Ronin. And a gain of just a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. And now a flag is going to be against the Bearcats.
Somebody
Officials are just saying something that they didn't like hearing. And so now that's going to be probably 15-yard personal foul after the whistle penalty on sportsmanlike against the Bearcats.
Boy, you make 2 really good defensive stops there against Tyrone's run game, and then you have a mental lapse and an unforced error, a dead ball foul, and that's going to take them 15 yards down the field, and it should be another 1st down. It is 1st down for Tyrone.
Thank you to Mayor Latchford for letting us know that the Eagle Eye broadcast is coming across great and that the audio is right on schedule.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thanks for the update.
6:02 on a running clock.
Did you just say the time?
Yes, I did.
What's the score?
13-0.
Thank you very much.
Tyrone Golden Eagles.
You can't do that enough for me.
Thank you.
Out of the eye with Walk under center. 2 receivers, top and in procedure against the Golden Eagles.
So give them 5
right
back.
Guard moved.
They're still, in the last 2 penalties, they're still 10 yards to the good.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, there's an unforced mental error on Tyrone. But luckily, they had the 1st down.
So it'll bring up 1st and 15 from their own 33-yard line. And now another flag has come out. And it's from the side judge. Unsportsmanlike against
Their coach,
somebody on the sideline for the Bearcats.
The Huntington coach is halfway to the hash. He's almost to the hash mark on the field. He's not happy about something. He could get another flag for being out on the field.
First-year coach Tim Lucko letting the officials know he's not happy with how the proceedings have taken place here so far. 5:45 left. It's 13-0, and the officials are telling the coach to get to the sideline. And now it'll be is it a sideline warning, or they're going to mark this one off? 15 yards. 15
yards, and I think they could have had another 15-yard for the coach coming out all the way to the hash mark. And it wasn't a timeout or anything. It was still live.
Out to the 47 of the Golden Eagles. So they'll have 1st and 10.
So now they're 25 yards to the good the last 3 plays, and it's all been penalties. Wow.
Walk's looking to throw. Oh, and it's dropped. Had his man open, Lucas Walk, and the slippery pigskin just went through his fingertips. The incompletion will bring up 2nd and 10.
It's a catchable ball. Even though it's kind of really not raining right now, but the ball does get wet. Tyrone has the ball on the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line. Coming up to the line of scrimmage. Huntington's playing looks like a 5-2 right now.
And they're going to give it to Ronin. Sidesteps the tackler in the backfield and gets beyond the 50 into Bearcat territory. Yeah, going to give him 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 from the Bearcats' 49-yard line.
And Ronin earned that 4 yards. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he just drove and came up with 4 yards. Great effort by Ronin.
Let's see what the play call is here. If the football is going to be in the air, or are they going to keep it on the ground?
He's under center. I'm thinking he's going to roll out to the right, Jim.
They shift here, and I think you're right. I like that call. As Weaver goes in motion, they fake it. Walk rolls. He's got his man downfield. Complete at the 44, to the 40, down the right sideline to the 30. Out of bounds at about the 30. Great catch by Lucas Walk, getting himself open and picking up yards after the catch. Big play for Ashton Walk to Lucas Walk.
And I think Tyrone can take advantage of their quickness and speed over the linebackers of Huntington. Lucas Walk came across the whole field there, and they couldn't keep up with him. By the time he crossed over towards the other side of that hash mark, the right hash, he was wide open.
Out of the huddle come the Golden Eagles. 1st and 10 from the Bearcats' 30-yard line, going from right to left here at Gravettes. And now a timeout is being called by the Bearcats, and the Huntington Bearcats coach is coming out to talk to the officials. He is still incensed about something. We don't know what it is, but his team is huddled over on the sideline, and he's paying attention not to them, but to the officials. So we'll take a timeout and let you talk about some of our great sponsors. They're paying attention to what's going on.
Yes, they are. They know what it's all about, and it's about sponsoring Tyrone Golden Eagle football. Thank you to Thrivent Financial, Gino's Pizzeria, Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction, Long's Field Service, American Eagle Paper Mills, Max Market and the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers, all tremendous sponsors of Tyrone Golden Eagle football. We want to say hello to Angie in Indiana.
Yes, thank you,
State
Angie.
of Indiana.
Your friend here always wants to make sure that we don't forget you.
Yep, he came in and said, hey, she didn't hear her name last week. Threatening to take my co-sponsor here, co-announcer here, hostage. Got a shout out to Leo and Julie Grady in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, listening. They become
Bill Walk down in Houston.
Yep.
All right. Walk. Hands to Ronin. And brought down after a gain of about 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and a long 7. Maybe they only give him 2 on that carry. But really, at this point, the Golden Eagles are having their way with the Bearcats, who come in at 1-5. And It's nice to see that the Golden Eagles have not kind of had a little bit of a hangover from the emotional win against Bishop Guilfoyle last week. They're playing well. Right,
they're playing very well, and the offensive front looks good. And Huntington's shooting himself in the foot. They've had 45 yards of penalties just in this drive alone.
Walk shifts the offense. Power left, and they're going to come this way with Ronin. Got blockers, but the Bearcats smell it out. 14 with the tackle. That's Elliot Geisler.
And as a former running back coach, you preach to your running backs on a sweep, stay on the outside hip and never dip. And he had two blockers out in front of him, but he thought he saw something, and he dipped. And he dipped right into both linebackers, and it only resulted in about a 2-yard gain.
I wouldn't, maybe only one. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, he definitely had the outside there with a lot of green.
And Ronin has to come out after losing his helmet, so he'll be out for a play.
Let's see who they brought in. Did they bring in Seth Hoover? Yes, they did.
So he'll dot the I with Lucas Walk as the up back. Draven Krul is to the right. Let's see if they try and find him cutting across the middle. Walk has it. Throws downfield. Looking for the big home run ball to the end zone. Is it caught? Incomplete.
Complete pass.
Couldn't see who the receiver was. It was in the left corner of the end zone. We'll get you a player here. Is that
I think it was Weaver. Yes,
yeah.
it was Weaver.
They like what he does when it comes to jump balls. But on a 4th and 8 from the 28.
I would think this is 4-down territory.
And it is. They're sending the...
Ronin's coming back in. And Seth Hoover's going to be his fullback. So, interesting here.
The ball at the 28 of the Bearcats. 3 receivers in formation, including Woomer. Single receiver left. Hoover in motion. They set up the screen. Ronin with the catch at the 20, 15, 10, 5, untouched. Brady Ronin with the touchdown from 28 yards on a 4th and 8. Untouched for the touchdown.
Wow. Jim,
that was a great play call.
That was a great play call, but did you notice?
Well executed.
Did you notice downfield there was blockers there, but they really didn't have to block anybody.
They really didn't.
The guys just stood still, and they didn't even want, it was like, okay, you're going to score.
Wow. Okay. We said wow together. I think you owe me a Coke.
Okay.
All right. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion on the fake extra point. Can we see a flag with interference as the receiver downfield was tackled? And I think that was not the play call. I think the snap was high, Coach. And as a result, that really left nothing but Cohen Wallace had to pick it up and look to throw downfield. Incomplete, so it'll be 19-0 after the Ronin 28-yard catch and run for the touchdown from Ashton Walk.
And if you're just joining us, that is the correct score, 19-0. But what may be surprising, it's still in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been all Tyrone Golden Eagles up to this point.
And that drive was helped by 2 personal foul penalties. 3 personal foul penalties against the Bearcats.
And once again, Romani will be kicking off.
So frustration already showing up, not only for the players on the field, but the coaching staff over on the far sideline for the Bearcats. They'll hand the ball to Romani. He's got it on the tee, and we'll await the whistle to kick it away. Kyler Garner and Tyler Long await the kick, standing at their own 7-yard line. Romani. Line drive hits at the 25 on a 2-hopper at the 10. It's Long up over the 25, 30, follows blockers 35, left sideline, and finally pushed out of bounds after a really good return of about 35 yards out to near midfield. So the Bearcats will have their best starting field position of the game tonight.
And their kickoff return for the Bearcats has been the highlight of their first quarter. They have returned some good punts. They've gotten them all
Kicks.
out over the kicks.
Yep.
They've gotten them all over the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line of scrimmage, trailing 19-0. There's a formation you don't see very often. They go to the ground and hand it off to Landon Humphrey, and they push him back. I think forward progress is going to get him into Tyrone territory to about the 49-yard line of the Golden Eagles.
Braden Ewing on the stop there, along with...
It's been so long. Was that the wishbone I just saw?
It looked like it, yeah. And the other one is Eli Woomer was in on the stop there. It was a nice play. That was their biggest run
Gain
from
of
the
6.
line of scrimmage.
And a loose football out on the field. It belongs to the Golden Eagles on the near sideline. And so now, same formation, single receiver top side for Micah. He'll call the signals from under center. 9 men in the box, 8 men in the box for the Golden Eagles. They're thinking run. Micah looking to throw. Left-hander wings it downfield, incomplete. That play had no chance of success. Good pressure coming there on the rush from Andrew Weaver.
And he threw that ball away. That ball was not going to be caught by either team. Well out of bounds.
3rd and 5 from the Tyrone 48-yard line.
Stops the clock with 2 minutes and 1 second left in the first period.
Tied along is the receiver to the high side of the formation for Micah. 3 backs in the backfield. And this time they're going to get the first down, their first down of the game on the carry. That was Evan Edmiston, sophomore running back, 5'11", 170-pounder. So it's a gain of 8 to the Eagles' 40-yard line.
He was tripped up on the play there by number 4, Austin Lucas.
John Stanton coming back into that defensive line for the Golden Eagles, along with Cohen Wallace. He'll be in the secondary, but the Bearcats find themselves in Tyrone territory for the first time tonight. Micah. Hands off. Not much there. Maybe a yard. And once again, that was Edmiston with the carry. They don't give him anything. Actually said his knee touched at the 40, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Braden Ewing in on the tackle.
Coming up on a minute left. First quarter, 19-0. Tyrone on top, 3 touchdowns. Couple of unsuccessful extra point attempts. They're going to go to the ground here. Micah gives it to Edmiston, and the Golden Eagles are saying no way. Eli Woomer on the tackle at the bottom of the pile over there, along with Andrew Weaver, and looked like Ewing was also in on that stop.
Yes, he was. I was just going to put the scope on him. It was.
The rain has gotten heavier again. It's 3rd and 10 from the 40. Trailing 19-0. I'm going to say the Bearcats are looking at trying to get this in 2 downs. If they don't get it on 3rd down, 4th down is definitely in play.
They may be letting this run out, Jim.
I think you're right. No need to get a play off. The play clock is beyond the game clock, and so first quarter's in the books. Tyrone leads Huntington 19-0. Chuck.
From the Snare and Associate broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7 The Train, WTR.
This is Nathan Varilla, your 1999 state championship football team captain. Winning a state championship, you have to do everything excellent. Excellence matters. That's why here at Varilla Real Estate, I've taken what I've learned on the football field and applied it to our business. Doing the little things, outworking your competition, being aggressive, doing the right thing when no one's looking. Varilla Real Estate is ready to help you in all your real estate needs. When it's 4th and 4 and you need a touchdown by selling your house, call Varilla Real Estate today.
Are you looking for a challenging and exciting work environment in a new and rapidly growing company where your potential is limitless? Well, if you answered yes, then Mag Industries in Tyrone is right for you. Check out Mag Industries jobs online at Indeed.com and apply today. Don't miss out on that next big thing in Blair County. Go to Indeed.com and look for Mag Industries and apply today. Located at 1631 Lincoln Avenue in Tyrone, Mag Industries, where everyone is an entrepreneur.
96.9 and 100.7. The Train. WTRN.
I like the music coming. I just want to hear some cowbell. All right, very good. Back at Gravettes Memorial Field in Tyrone, alongside Chuck Bannis, I'm Jim Gregory, and the second quarter is about set to get underway with a 3rd and 10 upcoming for the visiting Bearcats of Huntington. From the Tyrone 40-yard line, going from right to left now. 3 backs in the backfield. Mike cut under center, single receiver top side. Barks out the signals, and they give it off at the 35, 30. That's Edmiston inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. The blocking wasn't great. Tyrone had defenders there to make a tackle for no gain, but instead, Edmiston hard running for a sophomore. He's getting better as this drive goes along.
Eli Woolman knocked him out of bounds there.
First down for the Bearcats from the Tyrone 23-yard line. The ball's on the near side hash, and they're going to put single receiver left, and now they're going to go back to that formation they used much of the first quarter. They're going to go back to the I. My cut. And he fumbles the snap. Ball's on the ground, and the Golden Eagles recover. Andrew Weaver. Johnny on the spot comes up with the fumble recovery on the snap. The exchange from center to quarterback just never made it. Mike Cut puts it on the ground, and the Golden Eagles are back in business.
Second turnover for the Huntington Bearcats. And Jimmy, we want to say hi to Elizabeth Russell down in South Carolina listening tonight, as well as Rich Yawner, who's the defensive coordinator for VMI. He has an off week, and he's up here in Pennsylvania. So, Rich, hope you hit your destination. You said you'd be listening. Glad to be able to say hey.
Golden Eagles, 1st and 10. Quick snap. They give it to Ronin. Puts his head down at the 30, up over the 35 to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Number 2 running hard.
And boy, he just ran right over Ryder Sheffield. He just ran him right over for an extra 4 yards on that.
1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Weaver and Krull will be lined up to the right, single receiver top side, and from the shotgun they go pistol to Ronin. He's got room left. They had no idea where he was. He's at midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, out of bounds before even being touched. Big gain from the 38. They're going to mark him out at the 30. So a 32-yard run for Brady Ronin.
And boy, he's
over 100 yards here early second quarter.
And that play was, meant to go up off guard, and he just...
They completely lost sight of him.
Oh, he just completely cut it outside. So his footwork, you can't coach that. That's just athletic talent there. Ball's on the 29. They actually placed it inside the 30, so called the 29.
33 yards on that carry. Already has a 62-yard touchdown run to his credit tonight. They're going to go back to number 2. Sidesteps a defender, cuts in between 2 defenders. He is hot. Just keep giving him the football at this point.
He turned a 2-yard loss into about a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain. That was really a quick sidestep.
2nd and 5 from the 24 of the Huntington Bearcats. 19-0. Tyrone leads. 10:45 and counting left. Second quarter. We've got halftime coming your way. We'll to the studio for Radio Rich. He'll bring you up to date on scores and activities from around central Pennsylvania, from the gridirons of Blair County. Krull, wide man to the right with Weaver in the slot. They give it to Ronin again.
And
picks up not quite enough for a first down, but it's going to be close. It should be third at about 1.5.
Boy, he changes direction so quick. That jab step and boom, he's hitting somewhere else. Really
Third and less than a yard, Chuck.
Yep. Hey, Jim, we want to say hi to our youngest fan out there that always listens to Tyrone Golden Eagle football, and that's Ryder Kroll. He is 7 years old. So, Ryder, welcome to Tyrone Golden Eagle football, buddy.
They spread out the Bearcat defense, but they're going to give it to Ronin. He may go to the distance. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. My goodness. A 20-yard touchdown run for Brady Ronin. That offensive line on the left side for the Golden Eagles is just demolishing. They're having their way with the Bearcats defense right now. It's going to put up another 6, 25-0. Golden Eagles on top, 9:44 left to go. Second quarter, and they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here after missing a couple. And why not? They're gaining yards in such big chunks. Walk's going to keep it. No, they do the jump pass, and it's incomplete and actually was intercepted in the end zone off the hands of Seth Hoover. So there's another missed extra point attempt. The 2-point try fails. 25-0. Golden Eagles lead the Huntington Bearcats.
Well, you were correct. You said that offensive front is really playing a good game for Tyrone. There's no question about that. So, and we have some sponsors we'd like to thank, from our presenting sponsor, Premier Pest Control. Also, presenting sponsor, Tyrone Auto, and our broadcast booth sponsor, Snare and Associates.
Well, I hope the weather is better in Ocean City, Maryland, where we're told some of the folks who are usually here at the game are enjoying their time at the beach, but also enjoying watching Golden Eagle and listening to Golden Eagle football. So thanks, guys. Thanks for letting us know. 25-0. Golden Eagles out in front with the ensuing kickoff coming up from Rocky Romani.
I don't know, Jim. Those fans that are down in Ocean City, you might have been just as wet here during their pregame, because it just absolutely poured.
It is still just coming down really hard right now.
And Romani again will be getting ready to kick off for the 4th time this evening.
You got to wonder what the Bearcat players are thinking right now as the kick is taken at the 5. That's Miller up over the 10, 15, 20. Got blockers at the 25, 30, out to the 37-yard line. And so once again, the return game for the Bearcats is exceptional. It's everything else that's not working for them right now. They trail it 25-0.
And that stop was done there by number 9, and that is Caleb Rudder, sophomore. Came up with the tackle.
Bearcats were driving with their last possession, put the ball on the turf. Golden Eagles come up with 6 as a result with another Ronin touchdown. This time they're going to stay on the ground as the carry is given to Ashton Steele, senior running back. Pickup of 6, going to bring up 2nd and 4 from the Bearcats' 43-yard line. Yeah, 43.
And the stop on that time from Tyrone was done by Owen Oakes, number 50.
Receivers either side for my cut out of the eye. They go with the run game once again, and once again it is Ashton Steele. So they had success on the ground on that last possession before the Mycut fumble. So they found something that's working as they pick up the first down out to the 48 of the Bearcats.
John Stanton in on the stop for the Golden Eagles. They're trying to, work their right side of their offensive line, which would be Tyrone's left side. They're trying to stay away from Weaver is what they're trying to do. He's just destroying them.
There's 8 men in the box. And once again, they're on the ground with Edmiston knocked out of bounds. Not quite enough for a first down. It was Eli Woomer there with the push out.
Looks like they're going to mark it maybe on the 45.
Okay, I thought maybe that he got closer to the yard to make. Instead, he's about 3 yards short. Brings up 2nd and 7 from the Tyrone 45-yard line. Clock rolls. 8:23 left. Stops out because of the out of bounds. High formation. My cut. And they're not going to get much on this one. No gain. Is that Edmiston once again? It is. And getting up off the bottom is, Weaver.
You notice they ran the ball to the left that time, and look who made the tackle. And five plays to the right, and then he came back and won one to the left. And
right. You mentioned Owen Oakes. He was also in on that tackle. He'll get an assist. They actually give him half a yard. So call it 3rd and a long 2.
Real long 2, yeah.
My cut. They are not going to get there. And the carry was Ashton Steele.
And Oakes, again, number 50, came off his block.
Actually lost a yard.
And made the tackle in the backfield.
4th and 3.
That'll bring up 4th down and 3 for Huntington.
Austin Lucas is out and Seth Miller's in. Tyrone was dropping single return man back, but it looks like Huntington could be pooch kicking that, but you don't know for sure. Quarterback's under center.
A wishbone formation as they pitch it this side to Edmiston, and he is not going to get. Oh, did he get the corner? Oh. Did he get out of bounds? Past the line to make? Very close. Very close. Needed to get to the 42.
Right.
I don't think he got there. Is there a flag out on the field? I don't think he got there, Coach.
They're going to have to bring the chains all the way across the field.
Let's talk about our fine sponsors while they do that.
Okay, we'd like to thank Varilla Real Estate, Irvin's on Main in Bellwood, Billy Joe Friday Insurance Agency of Tyrone, Eric Reeder Electric, Community Pharmacy, The Student Bookstore, Mag Industries, Thrivent Financial, Gino's Pizzeria, Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction, Long's Field Service, American Eagle Paper Mills, Max Market in the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sport, and the Allied Milk Producers. And now the chains have come all the way across the field, Jim.
Well, the Golden Eagle coaching staff is very certain that this is not enough for a first down. And it is not.
Close only counts in horseshoes, right? And
yep. So they turn it over on 4 downs. Golden Eagles will have the football back, leading 25-0. And we'll have to just wait while the gentlemen on the chains take the chain links all the way back across the field. Nice play by the Golden Eagle defense. They stand up and they'd like to maybe pitch a shutout here tonight. They're well on their way. 6:48 left to go, second quarter, and it's 25-0 already for the Golden Eagles. Hoover in the backfield. Weaver's out at tight end. Ronin's in the backfield, waiting for the officials to set the football, get the chain set. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles, going from left to right. The ball's on the near side hash mark. And there you go. Back to action. Walk gives to Ronin. Nobody touched him for 4 yards. He gets 5 before he's finally brought down. It's going to be maybe not quite 5. Call it 4, 2nd and 6.
And in on the stop there for Huntington was Chase Summers, senior, 6'3", 240.
He leads them in tackles for a loss. I think he has 9 coming into the game. Woomer will be split to the near side. Formation. Power pistol left. Short snap. Ronin has it to the 50, 45, dances to the 40, looking for more blockers, stumbles at the 40, still on his feet, down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 20 from his own 46 down to about the 29 of the Bearcats. Brady Ronin is just possessed out there, and he's going to bring himself out. He's just tweaked something because he was struggling to keep his balance, and hopefully he didn't pull or strain anything.
He just constantly was moving, constantly.
Hard to tackle a moving object.
Absolutely. And
timeout on the field.
Tyrone calling a timeout. It's just amazing to see what Tyrone's doing. Brady Ronin has to have, it's got to be 170 yards rushing or everything. We don't even have.
And the Bearcats tackling, you've talked about their defense being their biggest problem coming into the game, and the amount of points that they have given up. Their will to tackle right now is pretty low.
Yeah, and effort. You know,
nobody's breaking down.
Nobody
tackling high, trying to tackle with arms.
And you're always going to have somebody try to block you on every play, but you have to make an effort to shed the block. Mm-hmm. And there's been a few times, even at the last one touchdown down there, where two white shirts just stood still. They were not even moving their feet. They were satisfied with just, okay, he's going to score. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's tough to see. But
both teams headed back out to the line of scrimmage here. The Golden Eagles regroup, and now they've got the play from Coach Franco. 1st and 10 from the Bearcats' 30-yard line, 25-0. Tyrone leads Huntington with 5:48 left in the second quarter as the rain just continues to come down in buckets.
You couldn't see it because even though you're paying to watch it, they don't have a scoreboard on there.
Hoover is the deep back. Lucas Walk blocking. Tackled after a gain of maybe 4. They may only give him 3. It's going to bring up 2nd and a long 7.
Micah from Huntington Bearcats in on the stop there. Clock rolls with 5:27.
They're giving Ronin a couple of plays off here as they'll keep Hoover out there as the main running threat. Haven't seen the Golden Eagles put the ball in the air here for a while. They really haven't needed to. Everything is just clicking on the ground.
And Jim, I haven't seen a Tyrone running back probably in about 4 years break 200 yards rushing, maybe even longer than that. And Ronin has a good shot.
Walk has a man wide open downfield for the touchdown. That is just so easy. Oh, there's a flag back at the 25-yard line. What do we got? Illegal man downfield.
Yep. Calling it
against
back.
The Golden Eagles.
It's coming back. Jim, there wasn't a Huntington jersey within 15 yards of Weaver on that play.
Well, John Stan's pleading his case that where he was on the field was not downfield. And he's apologizing to Andrew Weaver for that mistake as Weaver's like, oh, I can't believe it. Oh.
That was the easiest touchdown Weaver's had. He was just standing there and caught the ball and then turned around and ran. He had all that time.
So it'll bring up a longer 2nd down. Call it 2nd and 13 from the 33 of the Bearcats.
And I'm looking, is that Ronin out there in the backfield now?
Yes, it is.
Yes, he's
Ronin's back out.
That's good to see. 13 seconds on the play clock shouldn't be a factor.
Lucas Walk will be the up back with Ronin in the backfield. They give it to Ronin. A couple of Bearcats there to bring him down.
Body yard, Jim.
Maybe, yeah. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 from the 32. So they got 2 downs to try and get this. There's no reason to think otherwise. Weaver, Hoover, Woomer joining Ashton Walk, bringing the play in from the sideline, breaking the huddle quickly with 10 seconds left on the play clock. 3 receivers, right single, top side is Woomer. Ronin in the backfield, they're looking to throw. Walk, looks, Now he's going to throw downfield. He's got a wide open man, and that is Draven Krull at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. He went up and got it, laid out, came down just short of the goal line.
Nice play by Ashton Walk. Froze the defense. Krull just kept running his route. Gets a couple of yards separation. Makes the catch. And so on a 3rd and 12, they take it down to the 1 yard line where it'll be 1st and goal for the Golden Eagles.
Jolie Lance, Mechanicsville, Virginia, just outside of Richmond, listening tonight. Great, he walked in.
Golden Eagles with the touchdown. Ronin with another one. He's having a night. Was that Ronin? Yes, it was.
Ronin.
Okay, very good. Best night of his career tonight.
Oh, my goodness. No question about that. He's been playing
Bearcats
well.
are feeling the brunt of it as Romani will go out to attempt the extra point to make it 32-0 with 3:43 left to go in the second quarter. Watch the snap and the hold. And it is good. So with 3:43 showing on a second quarter clock here at Gray Vets Memorial Field, a very wet and soggy Gray Vets Memorial Field. The Golden Eagles are out in front big time, 32-0.
And boy, they've pretty well had their way offensively with the Huntington defense tonight, Tim, that's for sure. My goodness. Okay. Stay tuned for the Premier Pest Control Halftime Show, which will be coming up in about 3 minutes and 43 seconds of action. And we'll be having some information here for you. And then Radio Rich, our other broadcast buddy back in the studio, will have some results and scores from around the area. That's our Premier Pest Control Halftime Show. Romani's getting set to kick off again, Jim. Gonna get a sore leg.
What a difference in ball games from what we experienced last week.
But boy, wasn't that a fun game to call. Oh, that was a great game.
I'm still calling that final play in my head.
Yep.
He didn't get there. He didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Oh, that was good.
So tell me about the player of the game trophy presentation this week for Austin Lucas.
Hit the kickoff here.
Yeah, Romani just kicks it along the ground, taken by the up back at the 25. That's number 17, Daquan Johnson. Hit hard. Nope, still not down. Finally goes down at about the 32-yard line.
Trying to see who that was for Tyrone. Oh, it was Lucas.
Speaking
Austin Lucas on the stop. Excuse me.
Our player of the game last week.
Player of the game last week, and it was really good. I mean, he's still smiling from ear to ear. He
had a big day.
He had a big day. Numerous tackles, that huge interception.
Picture in the paper?
Oh, twice. Yeah.
3 backs in the backfield for Micah, and they're going to go. Is that Edmiston again, or is that Long?
It looks like
Don't
the ball come out. They're going to call it down, I think. Wait a minute. Tyrone's
They are
ball.
signaling fumble by the Bearcats.
It
And
came
a turnover goes to the Tyrone Golden Eagles, who celebrate the turnover. The defense, the offense, just everything is working for the Golden Eagles. So they'll take over 1st and 10 from the Huntington 33-yard line, leading at 32-0.
And that's the 3rd turnover by the Huntington Bearcats now. And Jim, if they put one in here, the 3rd quarter will start with the mercy rule.
Mm-hmm. And the Golden Eagles getting ball to start as they deferred to start the ball game. Hoover's in the backfield along with Brady Ronin. Wanted to go outside and decided to just go down before being tackled. Maybe of a yard to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cats were waiting for him. Austin Lucas will come out.
And what a nice young man that Austin Lucas was, because we were talking and he was smiling, and I told him, I said, you didn't have to get measured for a new helmet. He said, oh, no, Coach, no.
Weaver's in the slot right, and now they're going to go formation with Raven Cruel. Power pistol right, and then a whistle before the snap of the football. Is there a flag down or a timeout? I don't see any flags, but there must be one somewhere, because it looks like
legal procedure.
Pre-snap penalty against the Golden Eagles.
I believe that's their second unforced penalty of the evening.
So 2nd and 16 from the Huntington 39-yard line. Pistol. Backfield. Walk. Looking to throw. He could run. Comes to the sideline. Throws downfield just as he stepped out of bounds. Incomplete. Stops the clock. 2:29 left to go. Second quarter. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Golden Eagles, who have shown that no 3rd and yardage, no matter how long, it has not been a problem. They have 2 touchdowns on 3rd and long tonight.
Stay tuned for the Premier Pest Control halftime show coming up right after the conclusion of the second quarter.
3 receivers to the near side. The ball's on the far side hash. Ronin single back in the backfield as Watt calls for it. And they give it to Ronin, and he is tackled just at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th and 15. Interesting play call. I know it's 32-0, so that could play into it.
Now, it was Chase Summers, and even though he hit him in the backfield, he still was able to make positive yardage there. I think he gave about 1.5 yards, maybe 2.
And they're going to punt it away. Watch for a wet ball snap here for the punt to Romani, standing at midfield. Single back to return at the 5. Money kicks it away from him, and it bounds into the end zone for the touchback.
That's kind of one of those you'd like to see maybe go for the sideline or something, because they're going to get that ball. That's going to result in about a 20-yard punt, by the time it gets
the net yardage.
Marked. Yes. And they'll work on that. He hasn't punted, very much this year, so 1:39 left.
Ball placed at the 20 between the hash marks. Going from right to left, the Bearcats find themselves trailing 32-0. They trailed 7-0, 28 seconds into the ball game. It's just not been a good night for Huntington Bearcat football. Mike cut under center. They give it to Long, and he is, now that's Edmiston. No gain, actually a loss of probably 1 or 2.
Luke Walk and Braden Ewing.
Timeout called by the Golden Eagles. They maybe think that they can get the ball back. We still have 2 timeouts left. Minute 25 left, second quarter. Hope Rich is ready. We're getting a little tired calling all these touchdowns.
My goodness, and it's been, we thought it was going to end up being a quick first half with all the rushing, but it's dragging out for sure. Not to mention our sponsors who stick with us through all this rain. Premier Pest Control, presenting sponsor, along with Tyrone Auto, a presenting sponsor, and our broadcast booth sponsor, Snare and Associates. Gorilla Real Estate, Irwin's on Main and Bellwood, Billy Joe Friday, Insurance Agency Tyrone, Eric Reeder Electric, Community Pharmacy of Tyrone, The Student Bookstore, and Mag Industries.
That timeout actually leaves the Golden Eagles with just 1. They put a couple of seconds back on the clock, and I see a couple of players out there for the Golden Eagles that are getting some playing time and giving some of the starters a rest, leading 32-0. Specifically, I'm thinking of Ian Gibbons, number 22. Big kid. He'll show up on the stat sheet for you every once in a while. Makes good plays out there.
Seth Hoover's out there, too.
Bearcats looking to throw. Mike cut. Thrown out of bounds high for the intended receiver on the near side here. Stops the clock with 1:26 left. So that's a help for the Golden Eagles.
And Seth Hoover was breaking on that, and I believe the quarterback saw that, and he thought, if I don't throw this high and away, it's a pick six. And he was probably right. So a good move by the Huntington quarterback.
So you got 3rd and 10. If they don't get the first down here, they're going to punt it away on 4th down. You stop the clock, use that timeout, and you will have probably about 1:15 to 1:20 left to do something here at the end of the first half. Line cut calls for it. And tackled in the backfield is Edmiston, and the Golden Eagles immediately signal for the timeout, stopping the clock with 1:22 left. Punting situation for the Bearcats, who trail 32-0.
And let's give Gibbons, who you just said will make some plays. He just made one. He was the one that clogged the hole and made the tackle.
Good for him.
And Tyrone utilized their last timeouts, and there's 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining, and they will get the football again.
They will get good field position, and watch out for a return here with Draven Krul. He'll be standing at about the 50-yard line. So it is 4th and 12 from their own 18.
We're still in the timeout. We want to thank Thriving Financial, Gina's Pizzeria, Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction, Long's Field Service, American Eagle Paper Mills, Max Market and the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers, sponsors of Tyrone Golden Eagle football.
Snap is low and the punt is away. A high spiral. And it's going to take a Huntington bounce out of bounds at about the 39-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Krul could not do anything with that one. That's a pretty good punt by the Bearcats. But there is 1:13 left on the clock and decent field position for the Golden Eagles, who have busted off quite a few big plays for touchdowns here tonight, including a 62-yarder, which is what this would be for Brady Ronin in that first quarter when the Golden Eagles scored 3 touchdowns and 19 points.
And Jim, you don't see too many rugby kickers in high school, and that he gets a good kick out, and then obviously he can angle the ball away from the punt returner too.
Stephen Buck is in there for the Golden Eagles. He'll come to the slot to the near side with Krul and Hoover. Walk's going to throw, has time. Now he's going to have to scramble and avoid a tackle. He's got time now. And he gets another block, throws downfield, and a flag behind the play, and it's going to be, I believe, an illegal block in the back, perhaps, Coach?
Oh, definitely. And, of course, Braden Ewing's like, his hands are up in the air. He says, no, I didn't block. It looked like it was definitely a push in the back.
So they'll mark it off from the 39, 10 yards back to the 29. That play took quite a few seconds off the clock. Down to a minute left. Rich, we're coming your way very shortly. I know you're chomping at the bit. We're going to get to you.
Put the ball on the 34-yard line.
All right. 1st and 20, as Chuck just mentioned. And now the officials are...
Not sure.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
They blew their whistles, but they didn't signal anything.
Right. Walk's going to throw. Needs time. And then is tackled at the 30 for a gain of a yard. Coverage downfield was very good. Nobody could get open. Krul and Weaver trying to get open. Hoover was downfield as well. You wonder if a straight drop wouldn't be the ticket here for Ashton Walk, but they continue to roll him out, and it's worked. But the Bearcats have figured out how to defend it. And the game clock is about 5 more seconds than the play clock, so they'll have to run this play at 2nd and 19. And this, unless they throw an incompletion, could be the last play. Walk's going to keep it. And he's going to run out of bounds at the 35-yard line, stopping the clock at 11 seconds left. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15.
going to be spotted at the Golden Eagle 34-yard line. Third down and it's 15 for Tyrone.
Looks like the rain has subsided a good bit, Chuck.
You might look for a screen pass. Watch Weaver out here coming across for a short screen pass over the middle.
Okay, it's 3rd and 14, 11 seconds left, and now whistle on the field, and the issue could be, delay of game. Missed it.
Delay of game. Yep.
So they'll take it back to the 29. Did not see that.
I didn't see that either. They must have started that play clock. It did take a while.
I think the official on the field was keeping it. The
play clock
on the scoreboard was not
it's running
factor.
Now.
Yeah.
It did take a long time to get that play in, though. They were talking about it down here on the sideline.
So it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't look like they're set up for taking a knee here. And Walk is tackled hard. And he's a little disgusted by that. He didn't take the knee and stayed up and took the hit. But that's going to end the half. 32-0. Tyrone handily out in front of the Huntington Bearcats. And so both teams will go to the halftime locker room.
And
try to dry off a little bit, huh?
And Walk is still fuming over there. He's got his helmet off, and he's yelling and motioning there should have been a flag on that play. And the rest of the guys are trying to get him to settle down and head to the locker room.
Send us back to the break, Chuck.
Okay, so here we go. That was, and stay tuned for our halftime show, which is coming up. And right now, you'll have to excuse me here while I get my paperwork.
Get yourself organized.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was trying to watch to make sure they didn't call Walk for something there. From the Snare and Associate broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle Football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7. The Train, WTR.
Having a good, reliable vehicle isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Wouldn't you want to buy a vehicle from a business that's been servicing automobiles for years? You should buy from Tyrone Tire and Automotive. They've got a nice selection of fully refurbished used vehicles with great warranties, and their technicians are certified for state inspections, and they'll service your vehicle from the engine to the tires. Worried about getting a loan? At Tyrone Tire and Automotive, it's buy here, pay here. For your next vehicle, go to Tyrone Tire and Automotive, TyroneAuto.com, or find them on Facebook. Something bugging you? It's time to call Premier Pest Control. If your home or office is being overtaken by insects or rodents, call 684-2600. Premier Pest Control offers 24-hour guaranteed response to your call. Avoid the hassle of having to explain your problem to several people before you even see the serviceman. When you call Premier Pest Control, you'll talk directly to the serviceman. So call 684-2600 and tell them what's bugging you. Premier Pest Control offers 24-hour response, serving Altoona, Tyrone State College, and surrounding areas.
See Gary McGovern at Thrivent Financial first. Gary can help you with your personal or business planning, plus college or retirement solutions. Thrivent also provides life and disability insurance, as well as mutual funds in the U.S. Top 5 ranking. Call 814-207-5805 or email gary.mcgovern@thrivent.com. Thrivent Financial, 1051 Pennsylvania Avenue, Tyrone. Gino's Pizzeria, located on East Pleasant Valley Boulevard in Tyrone, is proud to help bring you Golden Eagle football on 96.9 and 100.7 The Train, WTRN. Be sure to stop by soon for Gino's Delicious Pizza or one of their famous Gino Bowlies. And why not check out the full menu, including drinks, subs, and more. Call ahead at 814-684-5730 and your order will be ready. Bring the whole family to Gino's.
Best wishes to our area football teams from everyone at Greystone and Jeff Long Construction. Be sure to come for a visit soon and view the available floor plans. Greystone features a location near you, including the new Grand Palazzo in Altoona. Why not contact them or drop by the leasing office to schedule your tour? Greystone, an ideal place to live, proud to help bring you Golden Eagle football on The Train, WTRN.
Here's an important reminder from Long's Field Service, Quarry Road, Tyrone. Harvest season is here. All drivers need to be aware of slow-moving farm vehicles on our area highways. Remember to reduce your speed on roads where you might encounter large farm machinery. Long's Field Service says travel safely this fall and throughout the year. By working together, we can make the trip safe for motorists and farmers.
96.9 and 100.7 and 100.7. The Train. WTRN.
And welcome back for the Premier Pest Control Halftime Show. Jim?
All right, Chuck, thank you very much. And before we send it back to Rich for some other scores from around the area, let's just kind of talk about that first half where just the driving rain. It was just a miserable experience for everybody out on the field, but not for the Tyrone Golden Eagles. They come up with an interception on the first play from scrimmage for the Bearcats, and Woomer returns it 44 yards to the 1-yard line, and then they just put it in the end zone, and they just haven't stopped ever since.
I think Ronin has to have somewhere between 140 and 160 unofficially yards rushing for the first half here, and going strong with
the
2
rain's picking
quarters
back
left
up
to
again,
go.
by the way. The field is empty. Neither marching band is going to come out onto the field tonight, and the halftime clock is actually ticking down very quickly. They're not going to prolong this anymore than they have to, and the Golden Eagles will get possession of the football to start the second half. And in that kind of situation, Coach, with a 32-0 lead, I imagine you bring the starters out and you allow them to play the offense for that first possession, right?
You're probably telling, Coach Fanger's probably telling them right now in there, you've guys got the starters, you have the first drive of the third quarter. You put the ball in, great job. If you don't, second and third teams going back in. So, kind of a little bit of a motivational device to get them to go forward. Okay. In case you're just joining us, it is 32-0 here at Tyrone. It's not like last week when we were biting nails until 1:02 left in the game. But from the Snare and Associates broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle football presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7 The Train, WTRN. Now back to Rich for the rest of the halftime show.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim and Chuck, and we'll be telling you about the Tyrone Band's next competition coming up a week from tomorrow, and also about homecoming and senior night at Tyrone for the final 2 games on the season. But first, let's get to these scores here real quick. We have a lot of low-scoring games and a couple of high-scoring games, one involving Tyrone and the other involving State College. It's Tyrone 32, Huntington 0 at halftime. Bald Eagle area 7-0 over Clearfield. No score at halftime between Bellefonte and Phillipsburg Osceola. Bishop Guilfoyle trying to get back on the winning track after that loss last week at home against Tyrone. 13-6 over Bellwood Annis. That game is being played in Bellwood. Also, Bishop McCourt leading Westmont 7-0. Forest Hills is beating Tyrone's opponent next week, Central Cambria, rather handily, 21-0 at halftime. Also, the Central Scarlet Dragons looking to stay undefeated, I do believe, 28-0 over Penns Valley, another future Tyrone opponent. Richland, 28, Greater Johnstown, 0. Hollidaysburg, 28, Oil City, 0. Here's a baseball score for you. Mount Union, 8, Juniata Valley, 7 at halftime. And here's that State College score still in the second quarter, 42-7 for the Little Lions over Carlisle. Altoona putting up a good fight tonight, 12-7 lead over Chambersburg. And it is Winburn over Everett, 28-7 at halftime. And going back to the band boosters meeting will be 6:30 p.m. That will be on Wednesday at the band room. And then they will depart on October 14th for band competition, the final one on the season, and before the competitions go to the postseason, I guess we'd call it. But that will be coming up at Johnstown, the final one on the season. It's an early one as well. Inferno will be performed at 12:15 p.m., and the band leaves at 9 a.m. I said p.m., I meant a.m. Okay, here we go with homecoming for Tyrone, October 20th, and the senior night will be October 27th, and that will be against a team to be determined. And the senior night game is the homecoming game against Penns Valley. And Notre Dame fans get set for action tomorrow night as the Fighting Irish, ranked now at number 10, take on number 25 Louisville. 6:30 for the pregame show and 7:30 for the kickoff. Paul Burmeister, Ryan Harris, and Tony Simone call all the action right here at 96.9 and 100.7 The Train, Fighting Irish football. And coming up, we're going to rejoin Jim and Chuck for the second half of tonight's game with the Golden Eagles leading by a score of 32-0 over the Huntington Bearcats. American Eagle Paper Mills, Pennsylvania Avenue, Tyrone, helping to bring you high school sports. At American Eagle, we produce only the highest quality recycled paper. American Eagle has an exceptional team of experienced manufacturers that set us apart. And the products are better for the planet, as we use fewer natural resources and recycled fiber to make them. American Eagle Paper Mills of Tyrone.
You don't have to choose between nutrition and taste when it comes to milk for your kids. Now there are more flavored milks in the dairy section. Adding flavor doesn't take away the 9 essential nutrients to help kids build strong bodies. And if you're concerned about sugar, flavored milk accounts for only about 4% of added sugar in children's diets. Whether white or flavored, milk helps kids build strong bones and bodies. A message from the Allied Milk Producers.
For fresh meat and cheese, forget the big box stores. Come to the biggest little store in Tyrone instead. Max Market and the Gridiron. Steaks like T-bone, porterhouse, top sirloin, and more. Fresh ground beef, country store hot dogs. And when you're on the go and hungry, it's Max Market and the Gridiron for delicious hoagies, pizza, stromboli, wedges, baked wings, and more. Take out or dine in. Family owned and operated since 1974. Max Market and the Gridiron. 1658 Columbia Avenue, Tyrone. Credit cards accepted. Call 814-684-0660. On the web at maxgridiron.com.
Pacifico's bakery products have been on the dinner table of families throughout central Pennsylvania since 1947. Whether it's Pacifico's famous Italian bread, your favorite sandwich rolls, or any of the other varieties of quality products you have loved for years. And it's located right here in our own hometown. Check out the Pacifico's Bakery Outlet, where you can choose your favorites at a great price. Stop in every Friday for some yummy extra special baked goods. Pacifico's Bakery in Altoona, proud to be a part of our community.
There's nothing more exciting than seeing your company name or logo imprinted or embroidered on quality business apparel. Proactive Sports in Altoona can make your business or organization stand out with their custom art department, screen printing, and embroidery. Whether it's for a business, high school, college, a local sports team, club, or even logo design for an event, Proactive Sports is your go-to source for screen printing and embroidery. And they even customize. Find them on the web at proactivesportsinc.com or stop in and see Proactive Sports in their shop at 5910 California Avenue in Altoona.
Anytime is the right time for ice cream, and the ice cream window at Irvin's on Main is open. It's time to walk up to the window at Irvin's on Main and order your favorite ice cream treat, like sundaes loaded with your favorite toppings, banana splits, or one of Irvin's famous tornadoes with flavors like coconut cream pie, snickerdoodle, and many more. Ice cream from Irvin's on Main is great for dessert after one of their delicious meals, or all by itself. The ice cream window is open at Irvin's on Main, 400 Main Street, Bellwood.
It's a new name, same great station. 96.9 and 100.7. The Train. WTRN. Tyrone, Altoona.
From the Snare and Associates broadcast booth, you've been listening to the Premier Pest Control Halftime Show. Is your home or office having an insect or rodent problem? It's time to call Premier Pest Control. 814-684-2600. Premier Pest Control offers 24-hour guaranteed response to your call, serving Tyrone, Altoona, State College, and surrounding areas. Premier Pest Control, a proud sponsor of Tyrone Golden Eagle football.
The rain is not that heavy. I went outside to check it. Angie from Indiana. She's here.
She's here. She's probably coming to get us because we didn't mention her last.
Well, there's that, but I also went out to see if I could offer up some dry seats. I put $50.
$50.
Yeah, I guess it was a little high. Probably could have gone 10.
Well, to be honest with you, I already set my seat outside because I figured mine would be the first one you'd sell.
Chuck, we have bad news. You're outside for the second half.
For the second half. Oh, just like Penns Valley. Put me next to the band.
Yeah, let's please put us outside for that one, folks, up in Penns Valley.
It's actually going to be here this year, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, do they have a radio crew? Because I know what we can do for them.
I think we could probably
find them a seat over by the band.
We could park them in Grazierville. Let them carry their equipment. Oh, my. And, we still have about 1 minute and 28 seconds left before here comes Tyrone back out on the field. Believe it or not, the Huntington people have sat through a very wet first half, the ones that have made the trip. And I don't see any umbrellas up, so, Jim, it must have quit raining finally.
It's just spitting. It's still raining. It's just not
pouring
like it was. There's still more rain to come. I think you mentioned maybe another band.
Another band coming through. They said around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and what time is it now? It's
pretty
about
much
8:25. Yeah. In case you're just joining us, we have Tyrone just having an offensive display tonight. They scored 19 unanswered points in the first period, 13 unanswered points in the second period, to have a commanding 32-0 lead over the Huntington Bearcats. Tyrone, of course, is 3-3 on the year, and they've been playing good football the last 3 weeks. As we said, it looks like they may have found themselves, and that line, offensive line, has come through, and they're looking like a good unit right now.
You were talking with me in the car on the way over about what the playoff situation is. Is there?
It's still up in the air,
right.
But I mean, the 10th game is a for sure, and a for sure that Tyrone will get a home field advantage for that game. And
we just don't know who it is. For folks that don't know the schedule, we just don't know who it is.
Somerset, it could be Penn Cambria. It's all unofficial right now, because it's all gonna matter on who wins and who loses in the next 2 or 3 weeks, because they're gonna match people up with points, and they're gonna play cross sections, so we'll have to wait and see.
And only 4 AAA teams in District 6.
Right, only 4 AAA teams. So basically, with the win over Bishop Guilfoyle last week, Tyrone pretty well solidified one of those 4 spots, in the playoffs.
Can you also talk a little bit about what folks can do to attend the Letterman's Club dinner?
Oh, the Monogram Club.
Monogram Club, rather. Excuse me.
Okay, yeah, the Monogram Club is having their annual Hall of Honor banquet on November 4th, where they'll be installing 6 new recipients into Tyrone's Hall of Honor, which is a really great, evening. It's held at the Bullpen, and also we are going to have one special inductee, that we're keeping a secret right now, but we'll announce that probably in our October Monogram Club newsletter. Right now, if you are a Monogram Club member, the last newsletter you have, you can see how to get reservations for this event. Currently, we still have about 40 seats left, for the banquet that can be purchased. So there will be nothing sold at the door, and it's a good evening. And this is sponsored by the Tyrone Golden Eagle Monogram Club.
Yeah, the food's good, and the camaraderie, the community is really just a great experience, and I would highly encourage any of you who have not figured out what your plans are for that night, make your ticket purchase now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Huntington Bearcats are out on the field. They're going through their pre-third quarter stretch to get ready for the start of the second half, which the Golden Eagles will start with the football. They deferred to start the game. Of course, they scored 28 seconds in on the first quarter with a near pick 6 by Eli Woomer. He returned it from the 44 yards down to the Bearcat 1, and Brady Ronin scored. How many touchdowns? Did he have 3 in the first half?
He had 3 touchdowns
in
the
first
half, a 1-yard run, a 62-yard run, and a 28-yard pass. So he triple threaded. he was pretty intense.
He was the Steelers' version of the old Le'Veon Bell.
There you go.
He could do it on the ground and through the air.
And we'd be amiss if we didn't give a shout out to Harry Sickler. Harry's doing well. And Harry, we think about you all the time, and I hope you're enjoying listening to Tyrone Golden Eagle football.
Very good.
While you're recuperating.
Do you have a John Hayes story you'd like to tell while we have a minute?
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
I used to, I told Vicky, I said we were on opposite sides of the field for 18 years. We'd look across and see John on the opposite sideline coaching, and no matter how intense and how much of a rivalry it was, the respect seemed every year to get more and more I had for John Hayes. A good guy, a nice friend, great man. Would bend over backwards for you. He was a class act. There's no question about that, and he will be missed. We're getting ready. It's it was supposed to be shortened up, but it seems like they're really taking a long time here with this pregame.
Well,
their clock's
whatever they can do
zero.
to stay dry, but they are back out on the field. It is coming down a little harder again. I can see the rain and the lights, so the drizzle has picked up a little bit more solidly here. Golden Eagles will get the football to start the second half. Cruel and Hoover standing at their own 10-yard line. Bearcats have yet to join their kicker out on the field, and here they come. I think you maybe just want to be aware, if you're an up man for the Golden Eagles, to see if Huntington wants to try and maybe do a pooch kick here. I don't know if it'll be a full-blown onside kick.
They almost not want to give Tyrone field position near midfield. But we'll see, Jim. Because a short field would put the mercy rule into effect a lot sooner.
My cut kicks it to, let's see, is that Weaver?
Weaver.
Yep, up over the 35, out near the 40-yard line.
I'm sorry, number 11, Scott Hoover.
Oh, Seth Hoover.
Yep,
yeah.
Seth Hoover.
Yeah. Out to the 40, 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
Good return.
Yes, it is.
As we said numerous times, anytime you take a kickoff
25 yards on that return. Yeah.
Kick past the 30-yard line, you have an excellent kickoff return.
So 1st and 10, going from left to right. Cruel and Weaver to the near side of the field. Hoover blocking for Ronin. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. He's at the 50, looking for another block. Slides down, and then there's a flag thrown, and it may be... not sure if it's going to be a hold against Cruel or not. Nobody really knew where Ronin was going to go with the football.
And the way he ran there, I don't think he knew where he wanted to go. He changes direction so many times. It's tough to block.
That penalty at the spot of the foul will take it back. So it'll be a first down. No? Where are they going with this? Back to the 42. So it'll still be first down, but it'll be 1st and 8. Spot of the foul was the 50, right, the 48 of the Bearcats.
And the ball would have been on the Huntington 45, so it ends up being a 13-yard, from where the ball would have been to where it is currently.
So we actually gained 2 yards.
Cruel and Weaver to the near side. Tight formation. Hoover in the backfield. He'll block for Ronin. Stiff arms. And is brought down. Single tackler there, brought down by Chase Summers.
Their leading tackler.
And he is having a hard time. He's in some pain. He made the tackle and struggled to get up, and now he's struggling to stand. He's going to go to the sideline. He's trying to stay out there.
He doesn't want to come out. He just says no. He's staying in there.
The coach is...
Well, you think the official would just say, hey, but... And he's still in a lot of pain out there.
And he is at the line of scrimmage.
Tough kid.
Pitch to Ronin. If he could break through that wave, he'd be gone. But instead, he gets enough for a first down. And Summers came over and helped out on that tackle. How, I don't know, because the way that he was showing pain after that previous tackle, he stayed out there. Good for it. Wow, that's looked like it may have been an arm.
Tough kid. A nice block by on the play there. Excuse me, by number 5, Lucas Walk.
Holding that right wrist is Summers. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles in Bearcat territory. They're going to stay on the ground with Ronin. Dives ahead for a few. Going to give him 5.
he carried the tackler for the last 3 yards.
Make it 4 to the 43. 2nd and 6, 10 minutes and counting. Third quarter, 32-0. Tyrone leads Huntingdon. Week 7 of the high school football season. Golden Eagles come out of the huddle with plenty of time on the play clock. Woomer to the near side. Weaver, top side. Back in the backfield in the pistol is Ronin. Walk calls for it. And a whistle, flag thrown at the snap of the football. And now the Golden Eagles are getting maybe a little bit out of whack. 5-yard penalty. Third pre-snap penalty of the game for them tonight. They'll mark back 5. So we'll bring up 2nd and 11. Got to keep the focus.
Yeah, nothing more than a coach dislikes unforced penalties, unforced errors, mental breakdowns.
4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Walk's going to throw for it. It's caught by Weaver inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. So they pick up 10. Easy pitch and catch. Walk to Hoover.
So let's make it 3rd and 2?
Yeah.
Long 2.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Also changes now. Eli Woomer and Seth Hoover coming out.
And as we talked about in the halftime, this could be the only opportunity the starters get here in the second half. Low snap, they give it to Ronin. Tries to get to the corner and will not. He will come up short. Tackled for a loss of about a half a yard back to the 40. And so the Golden Eagles, will they send Ramani out and punt it away?
I think they'll go for it here. I think they'll go for it because they know this is the last, the first string.
And that is going to be the play. Walk will go out with Lucas Walk and Austin Lucas.
They need to pick up 3 so you don't have to throw a 60-yard, 50-yard touchdown pass here. You can just go out into the flat and pick it up. Quick spot pass out there to Weaver on the left.
Now they shift left, power left. That's the way they go with Ronin. He's going to run hard and get the first down. He was not going to be denied. And then a late hit over there. Did he get enough for the first down?
Well, it's going to be close.
It is closer than I thought it was going to be.
Close.
And they say he didn't get it.
I was going to say he might be a half a yard short.
The officials have already made the call. He is short.
Yard short.
Turned over on downs. The highlight of the night for the Bearcats so far, turning down a 4th and 3 for the Golden Eagles and coming up with the stop. I thought he got it very easily. So Bearcats with their first possession here in the second half. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 38 with 7:43 left in the third. 32-0 your score. Not much left to do here tonight.
Seems to be a little bit of confusion there getting players in.
Caleb Rudder was the late man on the field. He's a 6'3", 190-pound sophomore tight end, number 9. First snap of the game for him. 3-back backfield. And the pass is caught. And a nice play over there by Tyler Long. Refuses to go down, and the Bearcats showing some life here in the second half. Bearcats will take it into Golden Eagle territory at the 44.
And the Huntington receiver there, number 1, comes up limping, going back to the huddle. He's limping pretty good there, trying to walk it off. And that, of course, is Tyler Long, senior.
From the bone, single receiver right is Long. And they stay on the ground with Ashton Steele. Not getting much there. Actually never went to the ground, but he got stopped for forward progress. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 44. Weekend off for you, huh?
Yep. Penn State has a weekend off. Play next weekend at home. Homecoming at Penn State. playing the University of Massachusetts. 6:59 on the running clock in the third period. 32-0 Tyrone Golden Eagles over Huntington Bearcats.
My cut under center. Now they send a man in motion, and he's going to keep it, and he's not going to get much. They stack him up after a gain of a yard or so. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 from about the 43-yard line.
John Stanton, number 76, first man on the hit for Tyrone.
Appears the officials maybe have tried to and done a good job, let's call it a good job, of getting the emotions back in check for both the players and for head coach for Huntington. We haven't had any personal fouls. We had a bunch of them in that first quarter. 3 on one drive for the Bearcats, and one of them was against the head coach with a 3rd and 9. And that is Edmiston with a big gainer inside the 35 to the 34. Should be enough for a first down.
And I'm trying to see who that is. Kroll in on the stop. He saved a touchdown there. Nice open field tackle.
Ian Gibbons is in there now. He made a nice tackle in the first half. Also, Cohen Wallace is in the secondary. As Weaver came out, he asked to come out, and he's replaced by Wallace. Man in motion is Lincoln Miller, and they keep it on the ground and pick up big yardage. Is that Edmiston again, the sophomore running back? It is.
Yep. And it looks like for the tackle for Tyrone is Cohen Wallace, number 3.
5:17 and counting third quarter, 32-0. Tyrone on top. 19 in the first, 13 in the second. Nothing since that time.
Tyrone has its basically its second string defensive team in there right now. Backups. Huntington looks like they still have the majority of their.
Not quite. There's still a good many starters out
there. A couple of them. The younger ones. Sophomore.
Yeah. Tripped up, and then a flag comes in late. That was Steele with the football, and let's see what the flag is. It's against Huntington.
And once again, Stanton on the trip up tackle.
Face mask. No, it's against. They called it against. My bad. Called it against the Golden Eagles.
An inadvertent 5-yarder.
Yeah. It's a first down. From the 22 of the Golden Eagles. The Bearcats have been down near this part of the field previously, but Mycutt fumbled it in a driving rainstorm. Weaver recovered it. A couple plays later, the Golden Eagles put points on the board. Single receiver to the left is Long. Wishbone backfield. They send the man in motion. That's Miller. And he's going to pitch it, but immediately tackled is Edmiston. Nice play over there by, Eli Woomer?
Eli Woomer, open field tackle. Kind of high, but he slung him down.
A loss of 3, almost 4. Second and call it 14 from about the 26-yard line. 3:55 and counting third quarter.
And thanks again for our presenting sponsor, Premier Pest Control. Also our presenting sponsor, Tyrone Tire and Auto. And our broadcast booth sponsor, Snare and Associates. Jim?
My cut. And it's Edmiston once again. Not much, maybe a yard to about the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 13, just inside the 35.
And Lucas Walk in on the stop for Tyrone.
From the 24, excuse me. Play clock is down to 10 seconds as they just bring the play in from the sideline. They're going to have to hustle on this one.
I was going to say
6,
for being 5, down by 32 points, they're really
3. They get it off. Rolling right. Haven't seen him throw in a while. My cut. There's a hold down. Wow, that was as obvious as the nose on Chuck's face.
Oh, my. He must stay up at night.
I don't know where that came from.
Rip me.
Yeah, I don't even know where that came from.
I'm driving home.
That is.
What are your chances?
I don't know. Do you take this one?
I think
Pass was
so.
incomplete.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Back him up.
Yeah, they're going to back him up. Yeah.
They would go for it anyway, and you know,
That's
even if you're going to go for it on fourth down,
that's 3rd and 22 from the 34.
You'd want to back him up.
And they're going to have to throw here, so they have not shown anything in the way of success through the air tonight. I don't know if they have more than 2 or 3 completions all night.
No, and I think one of them was in the second half here. No, 2 of them. 2 of them. No, 1. Which was a nice pass.
My cut. Rolling. Throws for the end zone if he can get it there.
Intercepted.
Picked off. Down the near sideline. That's Eli Woomer. Eli Woomer. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Look for a flag. No flags.
Jim, that
90 yards.
Like about 90-yard interception.
Get the oxygen out for number 6, Eli Woomer, with a 90-yard interception return for the touchdown.
Wow. Eli Woomer, 90-yard touchdown return.
Having himself a game tonight, too.
And
that's his second pick of the night.
He tiptoed about 60 of those 90 yards down the sideline.
He didn't give it the primetime gallop. The extra point attempt. $39-0. Tyrone on top of
and that
the Huntington Bearcats. 2:27 left to go in the third quarter, and that will put a running clock.
Absolutely.
The rest of the way.
Start the mercy roll. 39-0. Tyrone Golden Eagles. And I think that's excuse me. I think that's the 5th turnover for Huntington tonight. 3 fumbles and 2 interceptions.
Wonder what the Tyrone school football record is for interception return for a touchdown. You don't have many 90-yarders.
No. And we're still in the third quarter. 2:27 left in the third quarter. That's just amazing. We want to also thank our sponsors, Varilla Real Estate, excuse me, Irwin's on Main, Billy Joe Friday Insurance Agency of Tyrone, Eric Reeder Electric, Community Pharmacy in Tyrone, The Student Bookstore, Mag Industries, Thriving Financial, Gino's Pizzeria, Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction, Long's Field Service, American Eagle Paper Mills, Max Market and the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers, sponsors of Tyrone Golden Eagle football. Thank you so very much.
You know, if you're at home and you didn't want to come over to the ball game because of the rain, I can tell you that right now you could still come over. It's not raining anymore.
Nope.
Like, I think of, let's see, I don't know, John Harlow maybe lives 2 blocks away and didn't come over because of the rain.
Uh-oh.
And it's not raining now, John, but if you're listening, come on over. 39-0. Tyrone in the lead against the Huntington Bearcats.
Clayton Moore again on the stop. But I'll tell you what, they might want to start squibbing that kick because their kickoff returners that's the best part of their offense. They've been breaking those kickoff returns. They're clear out to what are they going to mark at the 40-yard line.
Some backups, but a lot of starters still out there, Coach.
Yeah.
And they're just going to try to, I would imagine, just try and do whatever they can with the football on the ground.
Tyrone's has 9 guys in the box.
And that is Edmiston. And he
Nice
is brought
open field
down by
tackle.
Gage Miller.
Nice open field tackle by Miller. Gain of about 6 yards, though, but still a nice
Edmiston's got some wheels.
And he's big, too. He's deceivingly quick. And Miller, number 13 for Tyrone, he's not that big, Gage Miller, Jr., but he was right there and made the tackle.
2nd and 4. Need to get to midfield for a first down. Single receiver in formation. That's Miller coming to the near side. And they pass it over the middle, and it's incomplete. On the coverage was, that was Owen Oakes.
Caleb Rudder was the intended receiver for the Bearcats. They tried to run a quick slant, just overthrown by the quarterback. Down to 38 seconds on a running clock now that the Mercy Rule has
the incompletion doesn't stop it.
That's right. So it'll probably be the last play of the third quarter.
Looking to throw once again, and it's complete. That's long, breaks a tackle. Ooh.
Saving tackle there.
He was not down. He never went down. And the referee recognized it and never blew the whistle. What a play to keep your balance and keep your elbow or knee from touching down over there. I can't believe it didn't.
Wow.
But the referee was right on it.
Right there. Give him kudos, the Huntington receiver there.
That's the end of the third quarter, Coach.
So, from the Snare and Associates broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle Football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7. The Train, WTR.
This is Nathan Varilla, your 1999 state championship football team captain. Winning a state championship, you have to do everything excellent. Excellence matters. That's why here at Varilla Real Estate, I've taken what I've learned on the football field and applied it to our business. Doing the little things, outworking your competition, being aggressive, doing the right thing when no one's looking. Varilla Real Estate is ready to help you in all your real estate needs. When it's 4th and 4 and you need a touchdown by selling your house, call Varilla Real Estate today.
Having a good, reliable vehicle isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Wouldn't you want to buy a vehicle from a business that's been servicing automobiles for years? You should buy from Tyrone Tire and Automotive. They've got a nice selection of fully refurbished used vehicles with great warranties, and their technicians are certified for state inspections, and they'll service your vehicle from the engine to the tires. Worried about getting a loan? At Tyrone Tire and Automotive, it's buy here, pay here. For your next vehicle, go to Tyrone Tire and Automotive, TyroneAuto.com, or find them on Facebook.
96.9 and 100.7. The Train. The Train. WTRN.
Back at Gray Vets, 39-0, and so the fourth quarter could go by quickly, depending on what the Bearcats do here offensively with the Mercy Rule in effect. 39-0 to start the fourth. It is 1st and 10 from the Tyrone 35 for the Bearcats. And Mycutt's going to roll, looking to get the sideline, and there's a whistle before he was tackled. I'm not sure what that was all about. Was there a whistle before the snap of the football? Did you hear that, Coach?
I heard the whistle. I'm not sure, and there's been no signals. That's something I've noticed this year. There's a lot of whistles but don't have signals for a while. Long time.
Okay, well, let's see. They're going to say that play counted down to about the 27 of the Golden Eagles. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Second down, 2 for the Bearcats.
Huntington out of the huddle. And now going from left to right here at Gray Vets. Wishbone formation. Mycutt under center. He's going to throw. Pump fake. Going for the end zone, and no call. I think you maybe could have seen an offensive pass interference there, as Long looked like he was playing defender and took Brady Ronin down, but it looked like maybe that was just legs getting tangled, and so the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They usually call that inadvertent contact if it's, legs are entangled like that. They're both entitled to the ball, so
I'm going to say they're going to go to the ground here. They've been picking up pretty good yardage with Edmiston and 2 blockers in front. And that's what they do, but the Golden Eagles saw it coming, and they stack them up for not enough for the first down. It's going to be close.
I think he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
4th down, and let's call it 2 from the 27. They've had big success with that play, but finally Tyrone just says enough is enough. Play comes in from the sideline. Mike Cutt has it in the huddle. The Bearcats are going to have to hustle here. They get it off. Just at the stroke of 1 on the play clock.
And they'll have the first down.
They will have the first down. Offensive line doing a good job there, getting enough push for Ashton Steele to get it down to the 20-yard line. Coming up on the 9-minute mark, left to go in the ball game. Braden Ewing comes out. Miller into the slot left. He's going to look to throw and decides that the Golden Eagles had done a good job of getting in the passing lane, so he had no chance, and he's actually going to lose a yard.
Yeah, he was buried there by trying to get the number there. Looks like is it 23?
I'll be right back. I just want to go ask a young fan here in front of us a quick question.
That's Gage Miller. Gage Miller on the stop for Tyrone there. It's going to make it 2nd and 11. The ball to 21. Clock continues to run. And there's a handoff there. And he's going to be stopped just about maybe a half-yard gain, if that. And that's stopped by number 3 for Tyrone. Number 3 on the stop is Caden Wallace.
So, Chuck, during a 39-0 game in the 4th quarter, young Owen Paquin, standing in front of us here in the press box, was looking up. And I remember doing that when I was his age, wanting to be in the press box, wanting to be a sportscaster. Wow. And so here's what I'm going to do. If you don't mind, Owen, come on up here.
Oh,
Step right up here. All right. See, I'll watch the game here for a second. We're going to give you the headset. You think you could describe a play? You think? No?
Did you pay him to say that? Because you know your career was in jeopardy.
Here you go.
How old are you, Owen?
I am 9 years old.
9 years old.
Who's your favorite player?
There's a lot of good players on the Eagles.
There is. Do you play football yourself?
No.
No? Okay.
I play soccer.
Okay, Huntington coming up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Ball's on the 9-yard line now.
Here's the pitch. All right, what do you think?
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to hear the headset, right? Pretty cool. Plus, you got to stay dry for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, and Austin Walken on the tackle.
Good job, Owen.
Golden Eagles.
All right. Go on, huh? Thank you.
Gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Made his night for sure.
We sure did. I think you scared him.
Really?
No.
I don't know. He's almost as tall as I am.
2nd and goal from the 5. They give it to Edmiston.
Yep.
Not quite.
Ooh, I thought he was in. They stood him up.
Yeah, they stood him up at the 4.
Thought he would, lean forward. He was up and down. It's going to bring a 3rd down now. I'm going to put the ball is it at the 2 or the 1?
It looks like the 2.
2?
So Owen said he's a soccer player. Maybe he'll be the next Rocky Romani.
There you go. That's getting to be a big thing now, but they're playing soccer and football. Down to 5 minutes and 48 seconds, and for the first time tonight, the Huntington offense is threatening, trailing 39-0 currently.
They'll stay with that wishbone formation. All their starters are still out there. They'd like to prevent a shutout. And he's going to keep it and go into the end zone.
He'll go in.
Mike Cut with the quarterback sneak. Put 6 on the board.
And the Huntington faithful now have something to cheer about.
Young Owen Paquin, now on the payroll for WRTA and Lightner Communications. Mike got left-footed booter, puts it through, 39-7, 5:27 left to go in the ball game.
Mike gets all the Huntington points there on that. Mike at kick.
You thinking about your player of the game yet?
Boy.
Pretty obvious for me.
Bald Eagle Clearfield 7-7 in the third quarter. Ooh.
Could be a weather factor there. The weather is going to impact what would be games that you would think would be fairly obvious and who the better team and who would win that game, but definite weather influence tonight across Blair County and obviously into Clearfield County as well.
Now is when you might look at a onside kick here. They'd like to try to get the ball back and see if they can score another touchdown and make it a little bit more, with 5:27 left in the game, make it a little bit more easier.
BG's 27-6. Yeah.
BG leading Bellwood 27-6. I heard that in the press box here.
Yep, 5:27 left. Okay, well, let's see what Tyrone can do here offensively. Some low-scoring games. Probably the weather has a lot to do with it too. We saw that front that came through here a little bit north of us was hit with some heavy downpours, and that would have been in the Clearfield area. Nope, it's gonna kick it high and short.
That's Weaver picking his way across the 40 to about the 43-yard line.
Is that Weaver or Seth?
Seth Hoover, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, Seth Hoover. Nice return. Takes the ball out to the 41-yard line. Now the clock will continue to run, and let's see what Tyrone does offensively here. They're going to have to call timeout.
And they just started the play clock, so they got a full 25.
But they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players out on the field. You need 4 more. Oh, there's one. They're going to have to call timeout. The play clock is down to 10, and they still don't have 11 players out there.
Yeah, they're going to call the timeout.
And now there's one coming out. Yeah. Yep. That on the sidelines is one of the most exciting times of the game when you start substituting like that, because you never know where or who. Unbelievable. And Judy Adams just said hey, and she's listening to the game, and she also said, how cool was that Owen, great job. So, told you better watch out. You might be getting a call from Matt Lightner saying, hey.
Or the chipmunk from Disney could be.
The chipmunk from Disney. He was nice to me, too. Yeah. You never know when that photo's going to pop up. I tell you. Billboard material on I-99.
Next campaign.
Yeah, look at this. Do you know this monkey? Chipmunk? Oh, my goodness. Ellen did a nice job.
Tell you what, my blood pressure is a lot lower after tonight's than last week. I can tell you.
Oh, that was an exciting game. Yeah, that was. This is kind of like and
it's like scrimmage right now.
It seems so slow because it's so monotonous. It just.
Wilmer at quarterback.
Been a go to sleep game. still number 72 there. I believe he's a starter for Huntington. They still have some of their starters in there.
Well, they don't have a lot of players to begin with.
No,
only 30 players
true.
On the sideline.
This is true. 421. Ashton Amy on the carry. He'll pick up maybe a half a yard, if that. Give him a yard. Let's see if we can give some radio airtime to some of the second and third string Tyrone Golden Eagles who are running in and out of the game.
There's some numbers we don't have, actually. 82 is out there. I don't have an 82. Do you have an 82?
I don't.
Hold on, I got an 82. I don't have an 82.
Nope, no 82. There's a 45 I noticed on the sidelines earlier. Didn't hear it. We don't have a 45
I don't have
either.
a 45.
So these have been new additions. On that play, it was number 21, Ashton Amy on the carry. No gain. It's going to make it 3rd and 9. Now, if Owen ever ends up on one of those major networks on TV calling sports, you can be able to say that
his agent. I want to be his agent.
You discovered him.
Woomer, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to roll this way, and if he can get the corner, and he's not going to. He may have been able to get to the first down marker had he turned it upfield, but the pursuit was there for the Bearcats.
Yep, for the Bearcats.
The starters are out there on defense, Coach.
Kyler Gardner, Sr., and also Eric Maycutt, the quarterback and linebacker, defensive back, came in on the stop, making it 4th and 9.
And Romani will boot it away. So the punt team will come out to replace the second and third teamers.
Now, Romani, probably with the way they've been running kicks and punts back, I think Romani should try to kick this ball towards the numbers and hopefully get a bounce to go out of bounds. I don't think he wants to just pop it up there and let the guy catch it in the middle of the field because he's the only one back there.
And now they call timeout.
We'll let the clock run down to 2 minutes and 17 seconds now left in the game.
Yeah, there was a player not out there. They only had 10. Stops the clock, did you say already?
Yep, clock is stopped at 2:17.
I'm not used to you calling the time and the score.
Sometimes it's difficult. The way this game's been, trying to not have dead air time, as they call it, because it's so many whistles, and every time there's a whistle, there's a discussion on what the whistle's going to be on the field. Going to be coming up here. We want you to stay tuned to our post-game show coming from the Snare Broadcasting booth. It will be the Tyrone Auto post-game show. And then also, we want to thank Varilla Real Estate for sponsoring again this year the Varilla Real Estate Player of the Game. And we'll be announcing that player that Jim and I select during the 4th period.
Oh my gosh, what a kick.
High kick.
Taking it to 24, immediately brought down.
Now he's down.
Yeah.
He bounced off there and then turned around and just took a knee. Okay.
Is that Owen Oakes with the tackle, number 50?
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, the boss is listening, Bob Taylor.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Bob. How you doing?
He doesn't want us adding any more people to the press box in the radio broadcast.
Okay, we got the clock's running now with, 2:06, clock stopped. Jim's playing games with me again.
Yeah. I'm just winding down the last 2 minutes here.
Here we go.
39-7.
First play. Almost a fumble, a pitch back, and he's going to lose yardage on that.
Bunch of folks are going to get on the stat sheet with that tackle.
Yeah, number 14 is in a quarterback for Huntington.
Yeah.
That is Elliot Geisler. That snap was rolled back to him, and then he still pitched it. By that time, there were 3 or 4 Golden Eagles back there in the backfield. So we've got...
Rich, we're coming to you here soon. Minute 20 left to go.
And that, again, is off tackle. And that's number 4, who's new now to Huntington. And that is Hughes Reese.
Kept him inbounds, so we're under a minute.
And let's get this one more time. Our presenting sponsors is Premier Pest Control. Presenting sponsor, Tyrone Auto. Broadcast booth sponsor, Snare & Associates. Varilla Real Estate, Owens on Main. Billy Joe Friday Insurance Agency. Eric Reeder Electric. Community Pharmacy. The Student Bookstore. Mag Industry. Jim?
All right. Last play of the game. Quarterback keeper. Tackled from behind at the 30-yard line, and that should do it.
We also want to thank Thrivent Financial, Gino's Pizzeria, Greystone Apartments, and Jeff Long Construction, Long's Field Service, American Eagle Paper Mills, Max Market and the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers who help bring this game to you tonight on the Tyrone Golden Eagle Football Broadcasting Network.
Well, a 39-7 final is up on the board as time runs out here at Gray Vets Memorial Field. We'll come back and recap some of what you had a chance to listen to tonight after this timeout, and we'll have our player of the game. Chuck, send us back home.
From the Snare & Associates broadcast booth, this is the Tyrone Golden Eagle Football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7, The Train, WTRN.
This is Nathan Varilla, your 1999 state championship football team captain. Winning the state championship, you have to do everything excellent. Excellence matters. That's why here at Varilla Real Estate, I've taken what I've learned on the football field and applied it to our business. Doing the little things, outworking your competition, being aggressive, doing the right thing when no one's looking. Varilla Real Estate is ready to help you in all your real estate needs. When it's 4th and 4 and you need a touchdown by selling your house, call